In recent years, the sightings of ospreys in Ottawa County have become more commonplace than they have been for a long time before. In spring and fall, they can be seen circling high overhead, riding thermals in migration to their northern breeding grounds or south to their wintering grounds. During the nesting season, they have increasingly been observed hunting for fish as they glide over lakes and rivers and then hover in place, looking for an opportunity to dive down and plunge into the water to catch one. Historical records in Michigan are not clear, but indicate that osprey nesting had been widespread and never abundant in our state. However, clear and rapid declines were documented in the 1960s. This decline has been attributed to the widespread use of the insecticide chemical DDT, which also negatively impacted other fish-eating species such as the bald eagle. Since the ban of its use in the United States in 1972, osprey populations have made a slow and at times unsteady recovery. The unsteadiness of the recovery may be due to DDT's continued use in other countries where this species winters in the tropics and to their being poached as a pest to fish farms as well. Currently, there are 3 known nests in Ottawa County. According to the Birds of Ottawa County and Annotated Checklist, nesting in our county was first documented in 2010 when a pair built a nest on channel marker number 4 in Lake Macatawa. According to the book's 2020 update, the nest remains active, and 2021 eBird records indicate it continues this year. In 2014, a second nest was discovered in Jenison, on the border with Kent County. It was built in the top of the cell phone tower along westbound 196 at the Baldwin exit. An odd location, but when considering fishing opportunities, its proximity to both the Grand River and locally abundant man-made sand and gravel mining lakes, I could better understand. This nest can most safely and easily be observed from the Granville Water Plant parking area, which also serves as the public trailhead for Kent Trails bike paths. In 2018, a third nest was discovered in Hudsonville, right next to Chicago Drive, on one of the floodlight poles at the fairground. In 2019, the nest was removed for safety reasons, and a wire antenna was placed over top to prevent them from using the site again. However, the persistent pair rebuilt the nest again that same year. In 2020, it seems they tried again but must have eventually given up at some point, and sightings from this location stopped after June. However, sightings increased a few miles east in the area of 8th Avenue Park back in Jenison. A new nest was eventually discovered close by to the park, in the top of the cell phone tower at 12th Avenue and Chicago Drive. I suspect this is the pair that was displaced from the Hudsonville Fairground, but I can't be absolutely sure. This new nest location is only about 2 miles from the other Jenison nest, giving rise to potential territorial disputes between the two pairs. More than once I've witnessed 3 ospreys at one time circling high overhead and calling angrily at each other. And on April 24th, 2021, I recorded this adult osprey intruder swoop low over the nest at the Granville Water Plant, seemingly as a territorial show of force. I suspect it was one of the ospreys from just down the way. It was truly exciting to witness the drama. I'm hopeful for a successful nesting season for all 3 nesting pairs. On top of that, I'm optimistic there could be additional nests in Ottawa County. Looking at this eBird map of 2021 sightings, there's a cluster near Grand Haven, indicating a 4th nest may be nearby that area. If you've observed ospreys in the area and would like to aid conservation efforts by making a record of it, please consider doing so on eBird. Thanks so much for watching.